inspirational story in college football. After a 2-year hiatus, UAB returned to the field and won 8 games, became bowl eligible. And they are, as well as Ohio, a tremendous scoring team, 6 games, over 30 points this season. A tremendous rushing attack. We have the 3rd freshman of the year playing in our game. UAB freshman back Spencer Brown was named Conference USA Freshman of the Year, rushed for over 1,200 yards. This is the 2nd bowl appearance for UAB in its history. And to talk about their season and a little bit of what has made them tick, we have head coach of the UAB Blazers, Bill Clark, and a pair of linebackers, Shaq Jones and Tevin Cruz. We'll begin with an opening statement from Coach.
Yeah, good day. Good to see everybody here, and just tell you just how honored we are to be here. What a great event. I got to come down, I guess, a few years ago at Conference USA's invitation and meet Lee and Richard, and really just, I had been at the Atlantis one time before, but just to see the hard work they have put in between them, the Atlantis, the Bahamian government and people, and just want to say just how proud we are to be here on behalf of UAB and our administration and all our students and fans and our team. Just so thankful to be here. And what a great event, and then get here and be part of it is really better than we even hoped. So thanks for that. Just tell you a little bit about our team. I think these 2 guys are very indicative of really our story, you know, and it is kind of an amazing story from having our program shut down a couple of years ago to come back this year, and really just, you know, I think there was a lot of people that were just, you know, happy that we were back. I know our fans and students and the city were glad we were back, but, you know, these guys had other plans, and they wanted to do something special. We talked about making history. They were on the 14th team, and they stayed around and believed and just, you know, see what's happened, really coming from, as we were talking about earlier, some people maybe picked us, I think 130th out of 130 teams going into the year, and to have the great year they've had, to believe like they have, and to get bowl eligible, not only to get bowl eligible, but to go undefeated in the conference, and I mean at home, excuse me, in conference play, and 6 wins there, and just really to believe in the process, and I think get better as the year went on. Really just says a lot about these guys and really our whole team. So it's been an adventure here since we've been here. You know, we've had good practice. I think they've been able to enjoy themselves. We've had some really good events with Ohio, and obviously we know they're a very well coached and good team. So we know we'll have our work cut out for us. I think we've had good practice, and now we're kind of in our game mode. When we leave this, we'll kind of be what we would normally do, you know, the day before the game, and get ready to play. So glad to be here, and glad to represent UAB.
Before we get into the hard football questions, I want to ask you, Coach, and your players coming to the Bahamas. What's been the favorite part of the week? What do you guys look forward to? What you guys have been able to do, and I guess the memories that you'll take home.
For me personally, just meeting. Just meeting the Bahamians and just how nice and generous all of them are. That's one of the things that I would take with me when I leave is I'll be back. And like enjoying the water parks here, and it's been a very exciting trip. I'm not excited about the heat.
Like Tevin, you know, he's not excited about it. He got like 30 degrees back in Birmingham, so come here and lay around the beach is pretty nice for me. I don't know if you can tell, but my voice is a little bit shot right now, so I've been having a blast on the slide, you know, things like that. So I really enjoyed it, swimming with dolphins, things like that. It's just things I just can't get back home in Birmingham, so I really enjoyed it down here. Just kind of get it up, you know.
Yeah, I think I had been here before and really just knew how special it was, and you know, just for these guys to get to experience this. You know, I don't know how many of our guys, you know, maybe I don't know what that percentage is. Richard and I were talking what percentage of these guys will ever get to come back. I know they'd like to, but just to give them something special, you know, really above and beyond. And I've had guys that have been at bowl games in different places and really said, Coach, I don't know if I've been to a good bowl game in comparison to what we've seen so far. So really just knew it would be special. It's been above and beyond anything we were asking for. And now we just got to go out and try and win a football game tomorrow. So it's been great so far. Thank you.
All right, questions for our coach or student athletes? John Martin.
For the athletes, you've been there since 2014. You were bowl eligible that year. Weren't able to get into a bowl. I mean, how it says full circle? How is it to know that you be UAB's first bowl winner with this game, especially what the program's been through?
Like Coach said, our game was for us to make sure it was something. It feels great, but it's something that we expected. We wanted to be here, something we worked very hard for. So, I mean, we're grateful for it, but it's also something that we anticipated. We worked so hard behind the campus. People didn't see it. There was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. So just for us, it's a payoff. I feel like some people don't like to say it, but I feel like it's something that we deserve. Like we do for a lot of people.
Coach Clark, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked you several years ago. You know that we have a lot of natural talent here in the Bahamas. Do you plan to, try and utilize some of that at UAB?
Yes, in fact, we were just talking about maybe even having a camp here someday and giving back to the local, Bahamians, maybe have a clinic and a camp. We talked about that even all the way back to 14. Richard and I were even discussing this yesterday. So, I think the thing that is so great about any athletics, specifically college football, is an opportunity. We talk all the time about it's more than just the game itself, which is great for the spectators and all those things. But it's a great opportunity for these young men to go get this academic scholarship. When their books and their tuition, and now they earn it, but all those things being covered, their food, their housing. So there's a lot of opportunities for young men. And really others, even ladies get involved in training programs and all that stuff. Just the college football team and getting to be part of that is such a special experience. And so I think, that would be great for the Bahamas to, get involved in football, maybe get it going in the high school. So love to come back, recruit some athletes. We were going up to the practice field and I saw a few track athletes that I could see maybe running down the field and catching a ball or two. So yeah, I'd love to come back and recruit a few guys.
Coach, could you just talk about Conference USA this year in the bowl games?
Yeah.
Everyone's they've been impressing everyone with FAU. Last night, Louisiana Tech. Tonight, FIU plays. And now you. What did you? Conference USA.
Yeah, I think it's a representation. About representing not just our city and our university, but our conference. And 4 years out of the last 4 years, 3 of those 4, our conference has won the head-to-head matchups. I think we had the best. Whatever that award is, they have a name for that. But we 3 out of 4 years we've had the best record. So Conference USA is a great conference. Plays really well outside our conference, and so just being here, we are really proud to have done what we did in the conference because it's just so competitive. But I think it shows. In these bowl games, obviously we know we're playing against a really good conference, the MAC conference in Ohio, but our conference is doing well.
I'm a fan's favorite fan out of Atlanta, Georgia. Talk about how this is also a great benefit and payoff to the fans that have been supporting you guys since 2014.
From the jump, every day we go into workouts from the time we started this thing back up. It's always been about, a lot of people have fought for this university, for this football team to come back. And that's been like a tremendous driving force for us to go out there every day. And you don't feel like working as hard. You think about, all right, somebody made a sacrifice for us, so it's time for us to do the same thing for them. So it's never gone unnoticed. We'll never forget for the people who marched for this team, who've done tremendous things to have this program come back. I can name drop until the sun goes down, but we don't have that much time. But like I said, it has been, it'll never go unnoticed. We're very appreciative of the Birmingham community. We have a great fan base and we love them here.
Yeah, I just think our fans have been tremendous. They literally stepped up. This whole project basically was funded from our community, 47. Our new facility, and just the turnout at our games. We led our conference with over 5,000 fans a game in attendance. So I think the proof was in the pudding. I say that a lot. That they not only talked about it, they showed up. They put their own money forward for this program and these guys. And we've got such a great community, great schools. It's good for them to be showcased, and just seeing them walking around with pride, and And this is what this is all about. So I think you guys get to come here and represent. It's good for these fans just to get to have something to be proud of.
Coach, I know we have the two defensive players up here, but what about your offense, your rushing offense, and how successful you've been in that this season?
Yeah, I think two things that stand out. One, Spencer Brown has really got a lot of accolades. He's a local homegrown talent. I was talking about him today with our friends from ESPN about, just being a freshman, all-conference freshman of the year, with a linebacker up to his going into the playoffs of his junior year, and just a really big, strong, powerful guy. Of course, any run-in attack starts with our offensive line. We've got a really good quarterback, A.J. Erdley, who is a really good team captain, team leader, and has protected the ball very well. Knock on wood, hopefully he continues to do that. But, we want to be balanced offensively, but we've had a really good rushing attack, and of course Spencer's kind of led us in that effort.
And for Shaq Tevin, on the defensive side of the ball, you guys have been incredibly successful with interceptions, a pretty stout defense. What's been the key to making your group go this season?
I think the key for our defense has just been competition. We do a lot at practice. We compete against offense, compete against one another. Competition brings out the best in us. So when we practice and we're prepared, it kind of leads to the game. Coaches always challenge us just at practice to try to get 10 turnovers in one practice. How hard it is to get one turnover, we try to get 10 in one practice. So, the competition is just the way we prepare, the way the coaches push us, leads to our success.
And something that may go unnoticed a lot is our film study. Knowing what the next team's about to do when they're about to get in a certain formation. That takes you a long way. It eliminates a false step here and there when you see one movement from a play and you know exactly what the play is. We have a tremendous coaching staff that pushes us every day. And some days, I feel like this is normal. Like they pull it out of us, like one day out of a season or something like that. They might have to pull it out of us, but they never hang their head on a bad day, and it's easy to keep a good momentum and keep going forward with that type of attitude surrounding you.
Steve?
Yeah, this is for all three of you. With everything that's gone on this week, everything you've done and where we're staying, how difficult is it what is the challenges of switching to game mode now? Is that a difficult switch?
I'm not playing.
Well, earlier this week when we first got here, we sat down and talked about prioritizing. You enjoy the moment when you're out here and you're at the water park and things like that. But when we get up in the morning and go to that meeting room, it's all business. So you gotta understand, like, all right, we're here to have fun, but the main goal is to win a football game, and that's how we've had. I feel like we've had very great practices since we've been in the Bahamas, and that's all a direct reflection of how we prioritize our time.
Jack, you had a powerful piece in the Players Tribune in September where you talked about how your son identified with you being a UAB football player and the roller coaster of emotions that happened with you guys losing the program. Now you're back. What would it be like for you to end your career, with a bowl game victory? And what was your son's reaction to hearing that you'd be coming to the Bahamas?
His first reaction to when he comes to the Bahamas is like, "Dad, I get to go." That's the first thing he said. I want to go. I want to be there. He loves watching and supporting me. That's a good thing. But unfortunately, wasn't able to come. But like the entire community back home, they have like a big watch for me and support me and my teammates. So that's how that went. But for me, it just makes me proud, because like you said, my son identified with UAB football. At first, he just called it Birmingham. Now he knows his UAB players, and he knows so many guys on the team. So for us to get a win, personally for me, it made me happy because we've been through so much. That's what we work for. But it's also just a proud moment. I can tell my kids, grandkids to come, and like they just move for the future. The story that grandfathers get to tell going on.
Talk about your wristband. What does your wristband say?
It says change the narrative. We had a young lady come in and speak with us, and it was really very powerful to me. Some of our teammates were racist. I didn't really remember that. I just remember this. Like, you know, so many different things goes on in life, and so you try to, you know, there's so many different like stereotypes, but you want to try to beat the odds, you know, change it. So that's what this is, change it. That's what I've been trying to do for myself, you know, my family, like trying to change up that kind of get, you know, start positive training.
All right, guys, thank you very much. And we'll have one more guest from the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, and then we'll close our press conference.